Now, one of the things I was really excited to get to talk to you about and give you a chance to promote is the Nigel McGuinness Magical Night that's going to be happening here at the Nerd on Friday night. And I've heard so much about these shows that you do from so many people. And it's not just you doing magic tricks and things like that, but this is kind of a one-man show and an ode to professional wrestling and your friends and, kind of reaching into people's hearts a little bit. And I've just heard so many things about how you're really trying to reach inside and touch people through the magic and professional wrestling. So tell everybody a little bit about this show and what you're trying to accomplish as you're doing it.
I mean, originally the show was inspired by the passing of Jay Briscoe. Unfortunately, in January last year, Jay, a man who probably one of the most alive pro wrestlers of all time, his life was cut short, I believe, at 38 years of age, and that was the real inspiration. I had the idea to do a magic show before, and many people have suggested I did, but I just didn't really have the impetus, and then with his passing, it was just like, no, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, as cliched as that is. And so I took 3 weeks, I wasn't working anywhere at the time, so I was able to do that and commit 3 weeks to working on a show that was partially inspired by Derek Delgado's in and of itself as well. If you haven't seen it, go out of your way to check it out. I believe it's on Hulu. You can see it. And he tells a lot of his life stories and uses magic to accentuate that. So I thought I'd try to do the same sort of thing, to your point, as an homage to pro wrestling, talk about the similarities that magic and pro wrestling have, and then talk about a lot of the experiences that I had as well in pro wrestling, a lot of the heartbreak, a lot of the triumph, and tie that all back together with magic. And some of it is visual magic, some of it's mentalism, some of it is just funny things that will make you giggle as well. But I get people up on stage and we all have a good laugh, and we all sort of revel in this, I like to call it a proud, dirty secret. Pro wrestling, if you're a pro wrestling fan, and you see someone walking by out in the real world with a pro wrestling T-shirt, you feel like, yeah, we're part of a club. You know what I mean? And so it's that feeling. Something arguably I'm as proud of this show as I have anything else I've done. I did the documentary 2012 when I retired, and obviously I have the body of work as a wrestler and now as a commentator as well. So between all of those, I just think this is a way to blend it all together and pay homage to it and leave fans and friends and whoever comes to see this show with a night of heightened human experience that they'll neither forget or regret.
Yeah, it should be a great time. So everybody, you can get tickets for Eventbrite on that. Get on down to the Nerd on Friday night.
There are going to be a lot of AEW guys who are going to come down as well, I think, because they're going to be in town for the show the next night, as we talked about. So I think they may come down, and we'll probably see a lot of one-time experiences that you'll never get to see again.
Are you going to make Bryan Danielson disappear?
No, I don't need to. He won't show up. He's too busy digging clams and eating vegan food.
Fair enough.
His hotel room on his own.